What a deck!
Hello and welcome to What a Deck, where we play troll decks, rogue decks, and whatever the hell I feel like. I'm your host, Hardleg Joe, and today we're looking at C.A.K. That's Constellar Artifact Kaijus. Quite a strange mixture, but I realized in the last couple months I've been doing mostly archetype decks, maybe one or two archetypes, fairly straightforward. I wanted to do something a little bit more original, a little bit more strange, something you've probably never seen before. So I took one of my more favorite decks, these Constellars, which are not too good anymore, and tried to combine them with Kaijus and Artifacts and a couple other techs to see if maybe I could make them stand out in the meta. And this deck is one that's more interesting than it is good. It's more about seeing some strange original combos. You're probably not going to see a whole lot of wins, but hopefully you'll see some things that you've never thought of before that'll make you think. Now, if you just want the deck profile, there's a link in the description to a separate, much shorter video. I'll go over everything in here and just explain how it works. Otherwise, I'm playing 10 duels against random opponents on YGOPro. I'll be testing this thing out, showing off the combos, and hopefully we'll have a little fun. Okay, here we are, first duel versus Motaz. Kind of interesting, I like it. It's not anything I've ever heard of. And with this deck, we're going to want to go second. But that's not... Usually I just want to go second because it means more cards in hand. I really kind of go back and forth. You're playing some things like the Kaijus that you really need to go second, otherwise they're dead in your hand. If your opponent has nothing on the field, you cannot use these. But we're also playing some traps and some things like the Artifacts that if you go first, if you go first are really better. They're not really as good going second. If you set an Artifact... If you're unfamiliar with the Artifacts, you set them in your spell trap zone, and if they're destroyed during your opponent's turn, they special summon themselves, and they have effects. But if, you go second, you set them, and then they MST it during your end phase, they're just gone. They're nothing. It's a sad state of affairs. So it really could go either way. This does have a lot of, stun potential, and he just surrendered. He just realized he made the wrong play at the wrong time already. He sent maybe the wrong thing to the graveyard. I don't know. Either way, I won't be counting that. We'll just go try to find a real first duel. Alright, here we are, and what will hopefully be the real first duel versus Godzilla Brawler. Very interesting, I like the name. I mean, it does have a copyrighted character in it, but it's still interesting. You don't see Godzilla Brawler very much. It's weird to me to critique names and stuff, but I'm used to it. I guess I haven't done it very recently, but I'm part of the Let's Play subreddit, because I have what started as a Let's Play channel and is mostly a Yu-Gi-Oh channel now. But I still like to try to help people out. They have a thing where you can give feedback to people. Zephras. And then he's probably going to set Yang Zing Path, because that's what Zephras do. Yep, of course! Wouldn't have it any other way. Luckily, I have a Kaiju, so I can get rid of that. Unluckily, I don't really have... I mean, I can make a level 4 play, or rank 4 play, which is not my strongest. I want to make a rank 5s normally. But, yeah, no, I was just going to say, oh, great, now he's got even more Zephras. Sending Zephras to the graveyard. He's going to start with a whole bunch of negations, and I'm not going to be able to do anything. A sad state of affairs. Already not off to a good start. These new Zephras, I was really interested in doing this new Zephra thing, but all anyone ever does with it is, use the fact that Zephras have a counter trap and Yang Zings have a counter trap, and then they just fill you up with counter traps. And it's just a standard stun deck that has, doesn't really have anything to do with the Zephras other than the fact that they use the Zephras to search things. To search Yang Zings. So, but, yep, Zephra Providence, which can search, I believe, their counter trap. And then, do they have tuners? Oh yeah, this is a tuner. Yep. They have to have a face-up Zephra monster in the extra deck. So there's nothing, no amount of Kaijus will help that. Unfortunately. Drawing more cards, yep. And then this is a neat tactic. A lot of people have been doing this. He's probably going to do the same thing, the Infernities. It's weird, because I'm pretty sure I don't know whose deck profile it was, but I've seen a bunch of people copying this. Oh no, he's using it for max... Yeah, because what you do is, with Oracle of Zephra, if you synchro summon, you can choose one monster and put it on top of your deck. And then Stardust Charge Warrior obviously lets you draw one card. So these will both go off. You do this one first, or no, this one first and this one second. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. So you'll set it on top of your deck, and then you'll immediately draw it. So a lot of people, since they play the counter traps, they'll like top deck Infernity Archfiend. And then summon all the things. It'd just be crazy summoning all over the place. And yep, but unfortunately I think I've already lost. There's just very little I can do against so many counter traps. I mean, I can try, I can at least get rid of one of his things. Let's see. Yeah, because that'll be gone forever. This will just go back to his extra deck. Let me see if he'll let me search. He might let me search. Oh, hey. Let me look at this real quick. Zephra, Divine Strike. Okay, it won't let me look at this. There's some trick to getting to look at these. And I don't... Okay, there it is. Spell Trap or Monster Effect. So he could have activated that. I don't know why he did... I guess he didn't want to. Let me think. Yep, let's just go ahead and Pollux. Do one of those. Go into Kaus. And he's going to max C, which is no good. I could make Utopia the Light... Yeah, I think Utopia the Lightning's the way to go. Because that's going to have an effect. He's not going to be able to cancel that out. Anything else, if I activate an effect, if you don't know, Kaus has the ability twice per turn, he can increase a Constellar's level by 1. So you can make them both level 5 and go into your rank 5 plays, which is mostly what this deck is about. So yeah, I think I'm just going to get rid of his resources. Not going to activate that now. And then I'll scare him with one of these. It's probably not all that scary. Like I said, he's already got me pretty over a barrel here, unfortunately. I'm not at a point where I can activate very many effects. And this is really a deck that, like, you really kind of need your normal summon. A lot of times, if you don't get your normal summon... Okay. He only got to destroy... I would have went for Utopia the Lightning. But I guess he didn't know what my trap was. This is an interesting one. This has mostly to do with Constellar Plieades. I think that's how you pronounce it. Plieades? I always wrote it. I never actually had to say it out loud until now, I don't think. But whatever. This works pretty well with him because he's got a quick effect you can use during either player's turn. So being able to chain this and summon him from the summon him from the graveyard, attach this, and just immediately be able to use his effect. Pretty nice. Otherwise, not all that good. Which is most of this deck. This deck is a lot of combos that are really neat if you can get the combos off, and not so neat if you're being stunned to death by pendulums. All the pendulums everywhere. So you know what? I'm not doing very much. I'm just sort of sitting on this, looking at some Zephras. So I guess yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, there's Horus. Gonna be negating my effect, or he'll be taking. Yeah, it's made with a pendulum monster, so I have to give him Utopia the Lightning. So I was gonna say let's skip ahead to later in the duel, but I think we'll go ahead and skip ahead to the next duel because I don't think I'm winning this. Alright, here we are, second duel versus Radhasuresti. I think I pronounced that right. Radhasuresti. It's interesting. A little bit too wordy for my taste. Not something easily pronounced. I mean, that's good. Let's go ahead. We'll set this first and set that second. And maybe we could do a little bit of stun work. If you're unfamiliar with Scythe in particular, I think I already explained the artifacts, but when he's summoned, your opponent can't summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. So if he calls this right and he blows up this. Yay! You've been tricked! Bamboozled, even! No more extra deck for you, Mr. Rank 4 Turbo, which is mostly what spirals do. Granted, I haven't seen a lot of them. This resort, but I can't target spiral cards with cards or effects, except for this one. But I can do other stuff. Let's see, declare one type. Destroy. I don't want you destroying things. I don't have to say no to that. Hey you, stop it. Good old Plieades. He's on this one. Big Red, just summon him back. Yep. He's just Monster Reborn for spirals. Except they can't be destroyed. Now will he be able to OTK? I know they can do some crazy shit. If he's got like machine dupe, he can like summon drone and do some other things and make more drones. No. So no OTK. Unfortunately, I've got two of my Kaijus in my hand, so unless... No, even if I draw Kaus, I'm not really doing all that good. Really, I need Galaxy Soldier. He would help me get out of this jam. This jam that I am in. Okay, send that back. Nope, I just get more Kaijus. Yep, a sad thing that happens when you're playing Kaijus, unfortunately. You need them so you could summon them, but if you don't have them, then you're in for some trouble. Let's see. This one can destroy something once per turn, so I don't want that here. We'll do that. And I'll special summon this. And then maybe he'll do some kind of... Nope, okay. And I'm just going to attack into this. I mean, I know he'll be able to destroy this next turn. But I figured just kill that in half. Oh. Alright. In that case, another Kaiju. On the ropes already. At least these are quick duels, you know. I'm just going to go ahead and mark this off as a loss. Because now he's got rank 4 potential, assuming he's got some other kind of thing. And he could just add another one. And if he knows what's on top of my deck, which he does... Because he just put this on top of my deck with spiral wire. Yep. Next duel. Alright, here we are. Third duel versus a Epitancy. It's all caps. I don't like it. It's all caps, which means I have to yell it, but I can't yell this because I can't pronounce it. We're looking at Pot of Desire. Something I considered for this, but again, we've still got that ban list somewhere looming on the horizon. It's supposed to be out soon, TM, but who knows when exactly. And as I've stated many times before, I try to stay away from cards that I think might go on the ban list. I mean, I tried out Pot of Desires because I made a deck specifically centered around it, and I think I made another. I had my Abyss Actor deck used it, but generally I don't want to put it in everything because I think there's a high chance it'll be hit to 2 or 1 or maybe even banned completely. In which case, all those deck profiles become useless to everyone. Because they were based around this, like, draw power that can't be used anymore. And has no real replacement, so to speak. So, I'm trying not to use it as much. If we get a ban list and it doesn't get hit, then I'll probably start putting it in more things. Because it is really great draw power. Especially for decks that don't have, like, very specific, like this one in particular doesn't have one monster or one spell trap that it's centered around. Or it does, but it's an extra deck monster, and I can make it with a whole bunch of stuff. So Pot of Desires, not hurting me all that much. Not really hurting me. It looks like we're playing some Burning Abyss. Reinforcements of the army. That's pretty nice. Let's see. Well, his Vanity Emptiness is already gone. And what does he have attached to this? Okay, so that's going to summon. That's no good, because that'll get rid of my Ixties material. I'm not really liking that. So let's go ahead and add this. Now what I could do is make my Cyber Nova Dragon. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Cyber Infinity Dragon. Where's that at? Let's see. Once per turn, you can target one face up. It has to be attack position, so I can't absorb his Dante. A sad state of affairs. And that would use a lot of things in my hand. Or I could make a rank 4, but I don't think I have any good rank 4s to go into, really. Not against Burning Abyss. So I think what we're going to do is just make that dang old thing. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of this. Get me another Galaxy Soldier. And then activate this one. Luckily we have Call of the Haunted, so we can get our Constellars back if need be. And we could make our Constellar stuff, but if you're going to use machines, why not make the machines? Especially since, like I said, there are other, like, I could make Plieades. Plieades is a big part of this deck, but there's, like, a couple cards in particular that work really well with him. So I usually don't make him unless there's something that I really need, unless there's some sort of combo I could use with him. So number 2 is Dante. That'll let him add to his hand. You know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with letting him add to his hand. Oh, that's special summoning back. Okay. That's good, because we got Solemn Strike, and we got Call of the Haunted, and we've got Maltark. So we can hopefully negate one of his things, and even if he like, wipes the board, we'll get our Maltark. And when this guy's summoned, he destroys a card on the field. Not as good as Scythe, which locks you out of the extra deck, but still decent. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that, because he could special summon any number of Burning Abyss. If I negate that, then... Really with Burning Abyss, I want to negate something that has an effect that can actually stop me. Or something with enough attack to stop me. Yeah, and I think I want to... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead... We'll activate this first, because he doesn't know I have Solemn Strike. I don't want him to have another one, because then he could make, Ooh. I did not expect the Raigeki! Damn it! Son of a bitch. I was worried he was going to go into, I forget it, the thing that, like, you can overlay the two, Ixies, and it can, like, if it battles, you could steal your opponent's monster. I didn't want him doing that. I didn't think he would have spell traps. I thought he'd be all about monster effects. Especially in Burning Abyss. Because they mill so much. I forget that some people aren't as weird about mills. Like, I always feel bad if I mill something. Like, something that I can't use in the graveyard. So if I make a deck that mills a lot, I tend not to play cards that have no effect in the graveyard. But a lot of people are fine if they just mill their Vanity's Emptiness or whatever. But then, like, you know, they get their one Raigeki and it feels even more cheesy. Because it's like, oh, you milled half your deck and then you had one in there and you happened to get it first turn. Good for you. That proves that you've got a pro Burning Abyss deck. Let's see. No, I think I'm good for now. Okay, so we've got Sombre. I can use this, because I've got 2 Constellars in the graveyard, so Sombre is pretty nice. Summon him. Hope he doesn't get Solemn Striked. That would suck. Or like Torrential Tributed, maybe. Bottomless Tarp Hole. Could have a whole tarp under that bottom. Solemn Warning. Okay, he really did not want me to have anything, but he's used some resources. I'll just go ahead and Call the Haunted it back. What's up, bro? And then we'll go ahead. I'm going to... You banish one of your Constellars to add another one back to your hand. And then if you use that effect, you can normal summon again. Yay. So it's really good recovery. It's not so good if you get it first turn. And we're just going to go ahead and make Utopia the Lightning. Because it's got a lot of attack. And he's already used his Raigeki. And when he attacks, most importantly, there's no, he's not going to be able to activate his effects and such. So I'm going to go ahead and attack this. And we're going to go ahead and use that effect. It's kind of a waste. It's sad, I know. But it'll get rid of that, and he won't get any resources. Because Burning Abyss are really an advantage deck. They work off... You have to waste your resources to get rid of your monsters. And when you do, you're not really getting rid of them. They all have effects that float. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just wait until he... Okay, we get our first win. He surrendered. We're fine. I did enough stuff to count that as a win. We'll go into the 4th duel. Alright, here we are, 4th duel versus Rose. A very splendid name, mostly a female name. It looks like we're going against the lawn-mowing deck, what I assume is a lawn-mowing deck. Will he start with lawn-mowing? He's got some draw power. Can he get to his right arm offering? Been considering doing a lawn-mowing deck of my own. You'll have to comment in the comments if you think I should. Ooh, and he's not starting out good, but ooh, I'm not starting out good. I could summon this, but then I couldn't... Oh, wait. No, I could do that. Let's see. And this time, I'm going to go ahead and go for the Plieades Turbo that I wanted to do. So we'll get this. That'll give me another Galaxy Soldier I can use for next time. And then we've got our dang old Instant Fusion. Hey. It's Panzer Dragon. He's a level 5 light machine. I could make Cyber Dragon Infinity. I did that last time. Let's make Plieades. Because he wants stuff in the graveyard, and I don't want him to have things in the graveyard, so I'm going to send this back to his hand. And then be like, hey, I hope you like direct attacks. I know I certainly do. And then I'll set all these things. I've got so much stun potential, and then if he gets destroyed, I can bring him back. Ixie Reborn, and this is during either player's turn, you can send one card back to the hand. Oh, I should have chained Artifact Sanctum. I think that would have worked. He's milling these twos. He's making Shikanagara. And yeah, what I'm going to do... I'm going to go ahead and use Artifact Sanctum. Let's just go ahead and get Maltark out here. What's up, bro? I'm going to be blowing your shit up. I hope you don't mind. Oh, you want to stop that? Well, I'm going to have to Solemn Strike. A sad state of affairs. I guess I probably should have done, Lance, or Scythe, so he can't summon from the extra deck. But I assume he doesn't have very many more plays. He can normal summon. And I can, of course, be like, nah, dog, you ain't normal summoning on my watch. I'm sending that back to the hand. I mean, I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm thinking you're not going to be able to normal summon. And then he's got to discard, which he doesn't have enough, unless this is from your hand, field, or graveyard. This fucking card, I do not like. I do not like it at all. Let's go ahead and activate this, though. That's fine. If he wants to banish stuff from his hand, he can banish all the livelong day. He can banish the right stings out of himself. And I am just going to make another one. What up, bro? I hope you didn't like having stuff in your hand. Of course, he's going to summon that, but that's fine. That's okay. So you can flip this one face down. Okay, he's not. You're not using that effect. Interesting. I thought he would have been doing stuff like that. And so let's go ahead and put Ptolemy just on top of this. Just extra 2,700 attack. And then again, so we could send one thing back to his hand, and then if he destroys either one of these, I can Monster Reborn, Ixie Reborn it back onto the field, and then just use its effect again. Again. And then this has the same effect, except I can return cards from his graveyard to his hand. But it's not during either player's turn, it's only during one of the player's turns. But I'm going to wait until the battle phase to try to do that. That way, if he goes for the attack, like, he won't be able to attack again. If I do it now, there's a chance he could do some other shenanigans, summon more things, be a guy. And that affects only once per turn. So, oh wait. Yeah, I'll just go ahead, do that. He'll be like, nah, dog, I ain't going out that way. Then he has to discard one. Okay, yeah, he can use that effect. If he goes to destroy my spell trap, then I know what to do. If he doesn't destroy my spell trap, then I still know what to do. Okay. Add one Shaddoll. Go for it, bro. You got this. Heart of the cards. Another Squamata. Another Squamata. So he can't attack over this. He don't got enough attack. If it's one thing I do know about math, it's which number is bigger than the other number. Mizupi. Pretty spoopy. I don't like that spoopy Mizuki. What are you going to be making now? A Castell, the Sky-Blasting Musketeer? I don't like that. So he's going to send that back. Ouch, my most of me. But that actually works out better than I would have thought. So go to the end phase. Go to the end phase. End phase, please. Okay. What's up, bro? No one expects Ixirabon! Oh, and you can only use that once per turn, so I'm just gonna go ahead and send that back. Of course, he has Fairy Tale Snow. A sad state of affairs. And he's probably going to use it. Let's see. Which has more defense? This one does. So I'm going to set this on top of here. And if I can attack into this, I would have had game. But Fairy Tale Snow, once again, you rat bastard. Don't tell me she's a squirrel. She is a rat bastard. At least you could say, like, not during the battle phase. That would be cool. But nay. Is not to be. Spell trap set? Yep, spell trap set. A sad state of affairs. I was so close to victory! I almost stunned him out, but it's just not quite fast enough, unfortunately. And I didn't draw the things. If I had drawn a couple different cards, there might have been something I could have done, but unfortunately, it may be over. Oh, but he did a thing. He did a dumb thing. Not a dumb thing. But now he doesn't have access to all his extra deck monsters. Oh, fuck. Ha-ha! Do I perhaps grasp victory from the jaws of defeat? Oh! There was nothing he can do! I have the luck of 10,000 Irishmen! Which, it could go either way, depending on how lucky you actually view the Irish. I mean, I know four-leaf clovers and stuff, but that potato famine wasn't very lucky. So we got our second win, just barely, due to some tricky artifact shenanigans. See if we can keep up this win streak of 2 in the next duel. Okie dokie, here we are, the 5th duel versus Frex. Interesting, interesting. It passes. Gives a thumbs up for me. We're starting with both of our artifact scythes, which is never good. That means that our artifact sanctums are not going to be very useful. And unless he's playing some sort of spell trap destruction, there's not. We have very little. We pretty much have to hope, like last time, that our opponent screws themselves over. Unfortunately, we got Dragon's Ravine. Could be Dragunities. Could be any dragon deck, really. Lots of decks like to send dragons to the graveyard. Let us see, shall we? Looks like Red Eyes. Interesting choice. Very interesting indeed. So he's getting that straight up. Let's see. Summon one Red Eyes monster from your deck. So it could be any number of Red Eyes monsters. Could be some kind of Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. But he already normal summoned. He's gonna put that out. I mean, I can make a rank 4. That'd be pretty nice. I could possibly make a rank 5 if I get one of my rank 5 style monsters. Will I get one of those? No. No, not today. But that's fine. Rank 4s are almost as good. I just don't play very many because we have to save spots for the rank 5 monsters. Ooh, Effect Veiler. Not liking it. Not liking it. I'm being negated. So let's go ahead. We're gonna make a Solemn Strike sandwich. We'll set this, and we'll set that. You know what? I'm gonna keep this other one. No, I'm not. Never mind. I was gonna say, in case I get something like Galaxy Soldier where I need to discard a light, but I think it's better just to intimidate him with all these things. Plus, there's still a chance that if he Twin Twisters, he won't get my Solemn Strike over here. Maybe he'll just hit these two. That'll be cool. But a lot of people are realizing, I think I said before, normally on this, because people expect you to set your more important stuff first, I'll set like the trap I don't want to be hit first, and then something I like last, as if it's like an afterthought or something like that. But a lot of people are starting to do that now, so they'll hit whatever they set last, thinking that that's the best one. So that's why we have the Solemn Strike sandwich, with something we want hit, something we don't want hit, and then something we want hit. No one goes for Plan B. Oh, it's a good old keeper with his crazy hands. I think I've been over that in the deck build challenge. Why you would summon this in attack mode, I don't know. That seems like something you'd want to set. I'm gonna be doing a lot of damage. 0 attack. I mean, granted, he's got this set. Could be a Solemn Strike. Who knows? I mean, I would have used this effect instead of normal summoning this, or I would have set this. I think he misclicked. I almost want to ask him. Should I ask him? I think I ask him. Misclick? Or you got some plan for that 0 attack? Add that to his hand. Or you got some plan for that 0 attack monster. Just setting it up. That bait? You trying to bait me, bro? I don't like to be baited. Unless it's by a woman. That's a whole different kind of bait. So we're going to go ahead and use Norden. Because why not? He's at 1. We could use one of him. Get Norden out. Good old rank 4 play. Just wanted to try this deck. Yeah. Okay. So we're just going to hit him now and hit him hard for maximum damage. But I am not good. Let's just get 5,000 off here and then hope maybe we could use that to actually do something. At least you're learning. Everyone's deck has a first. Whoop. Oh yeah, I can get Utopia back out. Smile. So let's see. Should I use that though? I think I want to save it for Utopia the Light. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go for more damage. Utopia! I'll actually attack with him. I'll have both the Utopias out. So let's kill this first, because we know what it is. And then we'll attack this. And assuming it's some kind of dragon, he's probably going to get the Keeper of the Shrine back. Assuming this is some kind of mirror force, I'm doomed. But it's not. It's just the Black Stone of Legend. But he does get Keeper of the Shrine back. And he can use that to normal... Okay, he doesn't want Keeper of the Shrine. He's had enough of Keeper of the Shrine. He's like, tribute for 2, why would I want to do that? So, I think this is one of those first... I was going to say, I'll mark this off as a win now, but he can always Raigeki, or Dark Hole, and then I'd just be stuck with this 1550, which... I can't really use because I don't have 2 in the graveyard. I could have Solemn Striked that, but all the red eyes have 2,400 attacks, so they can't get over things, and I can negate an attack. So, pretty decent there. The return of the red eyes. Now he can make a rank 7 Ixies. Xizzies. An XYZ monster. Really kind of weird. I wonder, they haven't announced yet what the new summoning method is for the new show. The V-Rain. It just got announced. I wonder what that'll be. My thing is still, I thought it would be cool if there were like spell traps that you use from the extra deck when you meet certain conditions. You did well for your first attempt. You'll get better. So, thanks to this guy, I probably won. I did win. So, we'll go into the 6th duel. I'm going to say hi to him. Okay, here we are. 6th duel versus Bad News Maggle. What does Maggle hold? What secrets? Ah, it's another Lawnmowing deck. Will we get the Lawnmowing? I can drum like this. I'm not sure if that sounds good on the mic. I'm gonna keep going until he ends his turn. I won't make you watch though. Okay, well that was anticlimactic. So he can negate a monster effect, which is no good. I don't like him doing monster effects. Fortunately, I could finally do this combo. So, fuck you. Have a Kaiju. Normal summon this. This will let me special summon. Hey, hey. Of course, Kaus twice per turn, increase the level. Go up by 1. Attack this. Go up by 1. And we'll go ahead and make Plieades. And then Plieades is like, hey, that's a nice Kaiju I gave you, but I think I'm going to be needing that back. I appreciate it. Thanks very much. Oh, and by the way, fuck you. Fuck you. And we're going to go ahead and set Maltart because we only have 1. And we'll set Sanctum, but not Scythe because we can always use Sanctum and summon that back out. So now we're good. Whatever he summons, if he does a normal summon, we could just send it back to his hand. Of course, if he does Lawnmowing now, we're going to be screwed. But whatever monster he makes, if he makes something else... A nay? I'm not liking that. Go back. I'll still go face down, but... I mean, hey, I did a thing. Ooh, he's got the Kaijus too! That rat bastard. So what kind of... Okay, he's giving me Dora. He's got this. Dora the Explorer. Dora Gorgon. I originally had this in here, but it ended up not working well. You have to play too many Kaijus for that to really do a thing. What is this? Destroy all spell traps. Hey, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and summon that out. And then, let's see. Chain sequence. 1, 2. And Artifact Sanctum. So Sanctum will blow up this. This will summon out that. Maltark's effect will be like, fuck you too. And no special summoning from the extra deck. Good game? I think that might be a good game. Hard to say, but it's hard to imagine you coming back from something like that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I got the recognition I deserved. Alrighty, here we are. 7th duel versus Colic. Pretty nice. I'm, of course, Messier45. Comment in the comments if you get the reference. It's an astronomy reference. It has to do with the astronomizing. Let's see. And, well, we've got our Fire Formation Tenki. That'll let us get Kaus. And most people say, I've had people when as soon as I play this, they surrender before they even see what I get. Because they assume, they're like, this has to be Zodiacs. Because Zodiacs are on some kind of rampage right now. And we'll just activate that. You're probably wondering why I play these big, high attack point Kaijus. And why, And mostly it's just because they're light, so you can discard them for Galaxy Soldier. That's the entire reason. Also, I'm playing, whatchamacallit, Call the Haunted, so I can get them back out of the grave. So we'll just make this Plieades, star of the deck. There's a reason he's on the sleeves. I haven't mentioned it this episode yet, but if you want the sleeves, they're on my Patreon. If you want information about it, I made a video. It's linked down in the description. Ooh, Darklords. I actually have a pretty good matchup against Darklords from what I've done before. Because oftentimes they'll summon like one monster, and then if you send it back to their hand, there's not much they could do about that. So they're sending things. I think I can do that. And I completely lost. I was starting to talk about one thing, and I got talking about, oh yeah, Plieades. It's pretty good pretty good stun card. Not quite as great as negating, but especially these decks that really, like, they only special summon once, or they normal summon once per turn, or something like that. Being able to send a monster back to their hand, I mean, it's the same thing. It's the reason why Kieran is banned. It's just more difficult to make. And the big thing with this, I haven't gotten it yet. There's a newer card. It came out in Invasion Vengeance, Constellar Tempest, which is what's the background on here. And that's basically every turn during your standby phase, if you have a, yeah, go ahead. Interesting, he discarded it to add it to his hand. I didn't see what happened there. Dark Hole. Well, okay, so what I'm going to do, since I have it, I'll detach this and send Tenki back to my hand so I can search again next turn. It's not much, I'm going to die anyway, but I can try. I'll do my best. Special summon this card. So we'll let him summon that, and then I'm going to go ahead and summon Maltarak. Sanctum! And he is going to activate that. He is going to add a Darklord. No, he's going to add special summon one Darklord. So yeah, I'm just going to clear the field. It may not stop him, but it at least makes him have to do things. Oh, okay. There's no way I knew that he had Impossible to Pronounce in his hand. And then Superbia, and Superbia goes into another thing. Ooh! I say it's state of a phase. So this is dead. This is just dead. But he's got 8 and 9 and 7, so he's mostly just going to be attacking a bunch. Unless he could steal this. Altar of the Darklords. Oh, contract. 6, 7, 8, 9. If only there was some kind of royal flush card. And then add a Darklord. So it really depends on what I draw. I'm going to be taking a lot of damage this turn. But at least I know, you know, if I'd gotten Scythe, that wouldn't have helped things. Ooh, that trap's going to be... Unfortunately, I think he outed me. Good old Dark Hole. Too much drawn. Clearing the field. It's coming back in popularity. And that was what I was going to say. He's very, very weak to spell trap removal, unfortunately. So what can do? Got Call the Haunted. I could discard that, but that wouldn't do things. I could do... Well, I mean, if I use Call the Haunted to summon Moraltak. Let's see. These are all pretty much the same thing. What has he got in his graveyard? A 10 and a 7. So I don't want to put another 7 that he could summon. I think I'm just going to get rid of the one with higher attack. I mean, it'll be with a monster with even higher attack. But if I summon something on the field, he's just going to do that. So what I'm going to do for now is just give him one of those. It's one less monster for him to control. Bada bingo. And I'll just go ahead and search my Tenki so I'm deck thinning. Might be dead this turn, especially if he moves everything into attack mode. But if not, I have a chance. Everything into attack mode. All the attacks. Alright, well, let's just go ahead, Call the Haunted. And we're gonna, ooh, So this has 33. I was going to get Maltrack and blow something up, but I think this will be more effective. Yeah, this will be more effective. This will force him to redo the battle with that. He'll have to attack with this if he wants to suicide, and then he can just attack with those two for 6,000. Which kills me anyway. Didn't think that through. That's fine, though. I already got more wins than I was expecting to win. It's not like I intended to win. Good game? Yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, you could still steal that. But he can only control one Kaiju, so... Yep. Hey, sad state of affairs. Next duel! Oh hey! It's one of those white knights I've been hearing about. Oh, that's, I said to the guy at the end, after good game. Still there. Let's go second. Because if we got a Kaiju in our hand, second is good. Man, I'm getting a lot of scythes. I only played 2 of these fuckers. And my Artifact Sanctum? Not liking it. Some rituals. That's good. Maybe he'll make some kind of, whatchamacallit. Oh no, he's making Nekros stuff. I was hoping it would be one of those things where he put all his resources into making Herald, and I'd just be like, nope, have a Thunder King. Not Ryo, not the good one, just this guy. Fortunately, I have Kaus, so Kaus is like most important card in the deck. If I can get Instant Fusion, or any of my other Constellars, or Galaxy Soldier, then I can make a rank 5 play with Kaus. So we'll see. It looks like this. What does this do again? It's been a while. Negate the effects of all face-up monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck. Oh, he's going to be banishing a card from my hand. Hopefully he doesn't take this lights... Oh wait, no. I forgot. The Nekros of... the Nekros Trishula, that's the one that, like, there has to be a card on the hand, field, and graveyard in order to do it. So I can Thunder King over this guy. Or whatever the hell he makes. Maybe he doesn't understand how, maybe he's new to Nekros. Maybe he'll make Trishula now and it'll just not have an effect. Nope. He's not new. He knows what to do, and unfortunately I got another, basically another Kaus. With my Kaus rifle. And yeah, there's no reason to do that yet. So let's just set, and, you know, I have 2 Kauses, 1900 attack, so let's just clear something off of his field. Just give him the old 1-2 punch. Haha, I'm on the board! Can't say I didn't do anything. So we'll see, I still don't have one in the graveyard, so he can't Trishula me yet. And if he goes into the... He might try to, like, battle this, get it in the graveyard, and then make Trishula main phase 2. In which case... It's a Maltrack time! Which, I mean, he could still do that, but now there's less resources, and either way, if he removes one of these, I have a Kaus for the other one. And banishing this from the graveyard, not really gonna... Well, he might remove my Kaus. I don't want to be... I'm not liking that. No! My Kaus! And he got my scythe too. That's sad. I wanted my scythe. But I got things on the field, so okay. We're good. Does this increase level by 1? Yay! So let's go ahead and... You can have one of those. And I'll be taking that back, if you please. Thank you. 2500 DF face. And then we'll just set a scythe. And hope we'll be good. Oh, I just realized I could have made... I could have used both of these and fucking made... Cyber Infinity Dragon, and that would have really shut him down. I could have negated one of his things. Ooh, we got Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Okay. Now what? And then a Senju? Okay. That's fine. What you gonna be making? He's got a lot of things. But if I draw another light monster, I could still make that next turn, assuming he doesn't get some kind of thing. Some kind of thing that negates all the monsters on the field. Which would suck. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna go ahead. Yeah, you can have that. Take it back. I don't want it. Hey, hey! Everything worked out better than expected. I could still do those things I wanted to do. So let's go ahead. Discard that. Galaxy Soldier will search out another Galaxy Soldier. And then I got this other light monster, so I can discard that. And then I'll make that thing I used to hate, but have since come to be like, this is okay. Yeah! I beat not quite full power Nekros that also had blue eyes for some reason. I guess to discard as fodder? That seems weird. Seems like a weird thing. But anyway, we've already got 5 wins. That's better than I thought this deck would do. So let's go into the 9th duel and see if we could do even better, or if we'll just break even. I'll be happy either way. Unless I get emptiness again. I don't like that. Here we are, the 9th duel versus James W. Clark. Very official, very official. So weird when people just put their actual names up there. But it's better than being named after something with fiction. I think I was saying that in like the first couple duels, or like the 3rd duel, and I never really finished that statement. It always kind of bothers me when people's names, like their screen names, are just something from some fiction they like. I just feel like, make up something that's unique to you. Don't just latch on to something else that someone else has made. I mean, that's fine, like, especially if you're, like, younger or whatever. Maybe you haven't had time to develop the things you need, or, maybe your life is just defined by the media that you absorb. That could be a thing. But, to me personally, it's just hard to take people seriously when their name is, like, XX Sephiroth 1997 or something. Or Sonic Sephiroth. Ugh. That's just weird. But, it doesn't matter as much in this, but especially, that's what I was talking about before, is I'm on a Let's Play subreddit, and people will ask about, like, oh hey, how do I increase, like, how do I advertise, and how can I make my channel, like, I want official looking logos and stuff like that. But their names will be things that are from other things. I know in particular, like, there's a lot of Fallout, there's a lot of Vault Boys, or various things. Like, I've seen that at least 4 or 5 times. There's sort of something that has to do with Vault Dwellers or Vault Boys or something like that, and they use the little smiling guy logo. And it's like, well, you're never going to be able to, like, if you get really successful, you're not going to be able to use that logo to advertise anything or anything like that, because that logo belongs to someone else. Your whole name is like another identity that you just sort of latched onto. I think I may be screwed. Monster effects, spell traps, and spells? Nope. Not having it. Not having it! Shit. Shit, fuck. Let's see. Okay, so I can normal summon again. I don't think that'll... Hey, that doesn't activate. Pretty nice. Let's see. Yep, he's gotta go for Utopia the Lightning. The lightning, baby! Ow! Time to take out that dang old Clearwing Synchro Dragon, because that's gonna be a thing. I mean, these other ones are bad too. But when I attack, you can't activate the effects, and then I can just be like, ain't no thing. Ouch. You're most of you. So let's see. So now that that's gone, let's try... No, he can negate both of those. So we're just going to set some stuff to scare him. And we're going to take some damage this turn. unfortunately. But then next turn, if depending on what I draw, I might be able to bait out both of these. It'll cost me both my instant fusions, and worst case scenario, I'll only be able to make like a Castell to send one of those back. But at least I'll have done something. You know, at least I got a little one of his things. We'll see. This is just bait. This doesn't do anything. I don't have a Constellar. This one time I got it. I don't think I've gotten it much all duel. And when you do get it, it's really cool, especially with something like Call the Haunted, where you can like bring back your monster and then you make like an Ixie summon, and then this is stuck there, and you can just use Plieades to send it back. And it doesn't matter because next turn, like you can still have that saved up to use against them next turn. And then during your standby phase, you're just going to attach a material. So you're just going to get that back, and then you can keep Call of the Haunting over and over again. Yep, and that's another interesting tactic that only really works on YGOPro. I guess it kind of works in real life. But you got to be much better at bluffing. Because there's always that pause. Whenever you do something, if they have something they can activate, it'll stop for a second. Be like, waiting. I'm thinking, you know. Do you want to activate this? No. He doesn't know that the thing that I'm being asked to activate can't hurt him. For all he knows, this is Solemn Strike or Twin Twister or something like that. Which he can't negate. He can't negate a counter trap. Unfortunately, if he's going to be making like a Beowulf or something, I think I may be just doomed. We'll see. I'll come back at the end of his turn and see what kind of state I'm in. Okay, I survived. I survived that. It wasn't easy, but I did it. Fortunately, this thing has the effect that when you use its effect, all the battle damage you take is halved. So I took half the damage. Let's see. No, I don't want to chain that now. Target one other face-up monster on the field. Its effects are negated, but it's unaffected by other card effects. Okay, so this can only... So what I want to do... Let me think about this. I still don't think there's much I could do, but I can get rid of one of these. So I think what I want to do... Let's try this. We'll get rid of... this guy. There's one down. Activate that. Eh? Ooga Chaka? Perhapsicle? Ah, he's gonna let me do it, and then what? Try to negate the effect? No, he's not going to negate the effect. Okay. Oh, but he can negate it then. Then he can negate it. Ooh, when this card is special summon. Okay. There's that. Let's just go ahead and send that back to his hand. Yeah? I don't think that's going to work. I don't think that's going to work at all. Ah, my effects are negated. Call the Haunted. Bring back Norden. Ixie summon again. Nope. Nope. Negated all over the place. I can only activate one instant fusion per turn. Oh well. This cannot stand up to the meta. I said that when we started. DDDs are meta. You can't blame me. I did the best I could. And here we are, the 10th and final duel versus King Gainer. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Looks like we're going against Monarchs, perhaps some kind of Exodia. Not that many quitters outside that first episode. Pretty good. Going pretty good so far. Ooh, all the traps. What could it be? What could it mean? Let's go ahead and use our one reinforcements of the army to get a Pollux. Which is always weird. I always thought he was like bending over and his head was like down here or something, but no, it's up there. Just a weird looking head. Weird looking head. I think someone said that I should make a whole show about me talking about the strangeness in Yu-Gi-Oh! Card art. I don't think I could talk for more than like 30 or 40 seconds on there. I don't know. You have to comment in the comments with that. Also, there's one thing I was going to say that's kind of nice about doing a deck like this that sort of like I know is not meta. Let's see. We don't have any of our things that particularly help with Plieades. So I'm going to show off one of my favorite cards. It's Tiras, Keeper of Genesis. While it has Xyz material, not destroyed by card effects. So if he's got some sort of card effect that wants to destroy this, not gonna be happening. Bada bingo. Of course, if he's got non-card effects, have the damage. Okay, interesting. I've considered using this before. Not particularly good. So then after it attacks, you can destroy one card your opponent controls. Attacks or is attacked, as long as it survives. Which is particularly good with Honest. Yeah, so that wouldn't have worked. But then, whoop, 1 second. Set this. During the end phase, you gotta detach one. So it's basically, it's a pretty good opening play. Or at least it was back when Xyz were more prevalent and destruction was a main way to get rid of them. Because for the first 2 turns, it's not destroyed by card effects, and they can't really set traps to deal with it as much. Because you're gonna be doing things that they're not gonna be liking. Ooh, Xyz Reborn. I see. Well, he's not summoning monsters still. I could make another Cyber Infinity Dragon. We'll just stay for now. I'll put that down. Hope that he's not playing Malevolent Catastrophe. More damage diet. Okay. That's one of the kind of a rookie mistake. Like this seems decent. Oh, he's got nothing to destroy. Yeah, we'll go ahead. I could stack something on top of this, but I don't want to right now. I'd rather have 2 Constellars in the graveyard in case I get my Sombra online. But it's sort of a rookie mistake is these cards that like stop you from taking damage, like Damage Diet. Like first of all, Wabaku's obviously the better choice most of the time. Yep, we're good. And secondly, like you're not gonna win by stopping from taking damage. You may stall, but unless your deck is like an Exodia deck or a Final Countdown where you need to stall, that's not really gonna help. That's not gonna further your win condition. So we'll just go ahead and summon Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger, and put this on top of any 5 or 6 Ixie monster you control. Has no effect other than it just does piercing damage, but really good replacement once this gets hit. Ooh, Hippo Carnival. Interesting. Is he playing the, yeah, I want to continue the battle. I'll do 26 damage. Ooh, Dimension Sphinx. Target one face up. Inflict damage. Okay, it's some kind of burn deck, so I take 26. But he also takes 26. Not so great for him. And unfortunately, like I said, this does piercing damage. So if he thinks he can move these into defense position and be good, it's not going to be so good. But yeah, like I said, early on, when I first started playing the game, it was during the Ixie period. And my main thing was a rank 5. Yep, you know what? We're going to go ahead and activate this now. Get a Maltark. Blow up one of these tokens. Yeah, that was a common, like, they'd set stuff because they couldn't get over Tiras, and then you'd come over with Gaia Dragon and inflict massive amounts of damage to them, and they'd be sad. It'd be a sad state of affairs. Let's just go ahead and make another rank 5. We've got to end this the way we started it. Oh wait, now how do we start it losing? I don't want to lose. We got to end this the way I intended. With Plieades. Because whatever that spell trap is, going back. Not having it. Back in the hand. Until then we attack your Hippo with 26 and attack with Plieades probably for game. Unless he can damage diet during my turn. Even if he took half damage, that wouldn't save him. So probably not the most climactic duel, but it was a win. We did get the things off that I wanted to do. And so I'll go ahead. I'll see you guys in the end screen. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We went 6-4. Not bad at all. It's a little bit better than I thought it would do. I thought it would only go about half, maybe even less than half. Good to see that we had a couple good matchups. No like Zodiacs getting stomped down completely. Like I said though, this is probably not a great deck. Maybe not even a good deck, but it's an interesting deck. And I'm actually interested to see, because I didn't have that much time to work on this. This was like the third idea I tried, and I kind of had to do it really quickly. But I'm interested, if you were going to make your own version of this, comment in the comments, like, what kind of text would you put in? What would you try? I had a different thing before. I was doing Cyber Dragon with, like, Chimera Tech. I tried using the Theseus to make, like, Synchros, but the extra deck was too full. There's a bunch of interesting little text that you could put in here that would really... I think this deck has potential to be a rogue contender. It had to be built by someone better at building than me. So hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Hopefully you saw something interesting that you've never seen before. Next week, I still have no idea what I'm looking at. Maybe Raid Raptors? Possibly? I don't know. We'll see. Either way, until then, good luck. Have fun.